We're going to take a look today at the new C5L-R from Viridian, which is the red dot version of the C5L green dot. Also take a look at their TacLoc holster, and that's going to be fitted for a Smith & Wesson MMP40. And you'll see how not only does the TacLoc hold the gun inside the holster, you'll also see how it automatically turns the laser on or off. For comparison purposes, I've given us the C5L green dot right here, and then the C5L-R red dot here. And if you look at them, housing size is identical. On the green dot though, the Viridian is in white, also has a bit of a stronger housing, a little bit of aluminum they've put around it. But other than that, they look pretty much the same. Let me put them on edge here for us, because I want to show you what's going on with their flashlight assembly. On the C5L-R, our red light, a little hard to see, but the flashlight lens has lines etched in the housing. And what that does is, it gives you kind of a wide angle view on the flashlight. So instead of throwing a lot of light way up on the ceiling, down on the floor, this new design is going to push the light further off to the sides. Once again, kind of like wide angle. So let me show you what that looks like here. When I turn it on, you can see it's not really round. It's kind of wide angle-ish, as I was saying a little bit earlier. So it throws more light off to the sides instead of, lights being wasted above and below. And of course, this laser has all the rest of the modes out there that come with the C5 itself. So you can, pick the mode you like and then save it. So the next thing I want to show you now is how to mount this on my Smith, and then we'll take a look at how the TacLoc holster works. Here's the rear of the TacLoc holster. You can see we've got a whole bunch of settings that you can use to do the cant of the holster. So set that up the way you prefer to carry. Plus these two slide up and down, and you can adjust that for what width of belt you have. So this right now is set for 2-inch. Of course, you can go smaller. And then the key item to show you here is the TacLoc part itself. That's this little tab. So when you put your gun in, it's going to lock it in around the trigger guard, and then you push that to pull your gun out. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to mount the laser on the pistol, and then we'll play around with the TacLoc holster just a little more. So to do that, it's pretty simple. You can just make sure your gun is unloaded at all times when you're doing this. And I'm just going to slide my laser on the rail, and then I'm going to find that open hole right for that notch. Make sure my screw goes all the way through, and then just simply screw that down pretty fast. And then, of course, you're going to snug it down with a screwdriver. And then it's a good idea when you go to the range and you go through a couple mags, tighten that down again just to make sure everything is good. So let's look at how this functions. So I'm going to turn on my laser. And that's the key point with the TacLoc when you want to use the ECR, the Enhanced Combat Readiness, is as soon as I put that in here, it's turned it off for me, and of course my gun is locked. If I start to pull it out, you see it already activates it. So to get my gun all the way out, just push that button down, pull it out. Notice it's already turned on. And, of course, because we have so many modes with this great laser, same thing. I can put it in there, turned off, pull it out, turn back on again. And then, of course, when it's turned off completely, put it in, pull it out, it won't reactivate. So again, the key point, make sure the laser is turned on when you put it inside the holster. This wraps it up for showing you how the C5L-R red laser works with the new Viridian TacLoc. Just for information, that TacLoc holster is made for a variety of handguns, and it does fit both of those pistols with the C5L series and also the X5L. And just one quick point, the X5L is also made in the red dot. If you have a chance, you may want to visit the Gunner Sec page up on Facebook. Hope you enjoyed the recording, and stay safe.